this morning.
Yeah, so many greetings from Uganda. You can hear the birds singing, and there's a lot of activity around our yard. And we have neighbors who are building, so you might hear all kinds of interesting things. But we just wanted to send a little video to let you know what's going on in our world.
And by the way, congratulations.
Yes.
100 years in anybody's timeline is incredible, and especially with churches and the longevity that you had and the commitment to the community. Well done.
We, first of all, want to just thank you for being a long-standing partner and coming out here to see what's going on, but just being there to support and to be standing and working side by side with us as we do the ministry here.
With the churches, there's often new people that are engaged in the church, and of course, for many, we might be new in the ministry that we're partnered with the church being part of, and the programs that we are doing here in Uganda. Not everybody is aware, so we can give you like a little overview.
Okay, and so I'm Colleen.
And I'm Tim.
And we've been here in Uganda for 42 years now. Yeah, it's a
We
long
just
time.
had a graduation for our granddaughter who had her 12th grade, finished her 12th grade here in Uganda, and we were commenting that 50 years ago we graduated from a school in Kenya. So we've been this side for a while, working in Uganda for over 4 years, and the ministry has grown from something simple where when we first came, we were driving our motorcycle to get to where we were going, till now where we're active in every region actually in Uganda, and it's a booming church, and we're very pleased to be able to be part of that.
We were looking forward to being with you this Sunday, and we really are so sad about that. We were looking forward to traveling around Canada, being in some of the churches that support us, meeting face-to-face, sharing, chatting, and just that face-to-face contact is going to be missed. But we hope this can suffice. Even our going to the States was also under risk because of this Ebola situation, and the restrictions that have been put in place are really quite harsh, meaning that we would have to come home, we would have to do quarantine for so many weeks, and then we wouldn't even be allowed to cross the border into the States because of being connected to Uganda. So it has been really something that we've tried to take in, because it was hard. We were looking very forward to coming home to Canada, first of all, to celebrate my birthday on Canada Day there with this. I always look forward to the fireworks. But you know what? We have to be realistic, and we've had to do that and realize that God had other plans for us.
Yeah, the idea of this 3-week restriction was silly in my view, but the situation here in Uganda, we have linked with South Sudan, and Congo and Uganda are packaged in this global statement about Ebola. In Uganda now, there's been 20 individuals that have registered cases, and there has been 2 deaths. If we look at the normal situation in Uganda with malaria, and we're kind of champions about several diseases, Ebola and kind of this global pariah connection. We, as Colleen mentioned, we thought it's harsh. But since it was in play and it came up, this was the year that we were going to do camp. We had been booked in for some of the camps in the States, and then some of the churches in Canada and the churches that are supporting us, new and old churches. And so this was the year for that. And so we were looking forward to the opportunity of connecting with the people that visit. Often the way it works for us is people come see us, and that it's easier for us. You come see what's happening. I believe that there's a trip planned from your church, and we continue to wait for that to happen. Ken and Julie often are kind of the point makers, but Nathan, I think, can start to get active on that. And so we're very pleased that opportunity of coming to see what people are supporting, and that's really critical for us.
But yeah, I mean, we realize that it is a missed opportunity to come and see you, but we do want to bring you up to date on what we're doing here. We have a very busy summer planned. We already are in full gear. Tomorrow, actually, I will be traveling with some of our team to a place called the Changwali Refugee Camp, where we have a lot of Congolese churches, and we will be doing some Ebola relief that has been given to us from Kinderhilfswerk in Germany. And so that will be a very busy day. We are traveling 6.5 hours, and then we will be doing a distribution. Sunday morning, we will have a service with them, and I know there'll be so much celebration, and we will be thinking of you that morning, and we will mention you to all of those who have gathered to worship in Changwari. But we have a lot of projects on the go. We have school buildings on the go. We have well drilling happening. We have tree planting going on. We have new kitchens happening in some of our schools. And I think, Tim, you have something planned in the Sudanese refugee camp, right?
Yeah, the interesting thing is there's been this boom of projects that have come up on this. So in one way, us being here is helpful in the sense that many of these things we've been proposing and putting in place. Heritage School, for one, we're in our largest building project that we've done since we began the school, and so we were going to be away for part of that. And since some of us are part of the guys that made the proposal, we in many ways it's been good that we are here to see what's going on. So we were busy with that even today. I just came back from there, so the development going on there. But as Connie mentioned, up by Sudan, South Sudan, we've got a camp up there. And we've got, again, from Germany, the project from Germany has given a classroom and a well for that area. We've got 3 classroom developments happening in different parts of the country now, and a sewing center that's being attached on one of the areas. We just opened Jaja House, and so
that was from Furaha in
so,
Canada,
yeah,
so
we're
very exciting.
We're very thankful for that, and so. Yeah, these are ongoing things, and they keep us busy, and we're pleased with that. It also really is important during these times when there is this discussion about what the world is looking at, and how when these projects are presented, it really does encourage the church and the people, and even the government here, that the government is recognizing that we're actively involved in the community and support of the community is a commitment that we're not just verbalizing what the gospel means, but they're actually seeing it tangibly. So there's that. We're very thankful for that and the partnerships that we have in that.
So I just want to mention a highlight from this week, and then also a heartrending story from this week that I just want to share with you. The highlight was that our pastor at Kasubi, Pastor Waswa, who is a twin, him and his wife gave birth to little baby kids, like little babies, this week, yesterday morning. And they are a boy and a girl. So a father who's a twin gave birth to twins, and so it was very exciting. Met with him today, and just we prayed with him and for his wife who's still in the hospital. So that was a very wonderful moment. As well as, of course, I'm into the World Cup, and so I'm always excited about some of the games that are going on there, and that Canada's still there. But anyway, a heartrending story.
Yeah, that she's really into it is
Yeah.
She's completely crazy about it. So yeah, anyways.
So, but a very sad story this week was one of our previous sponsor kids who was in the TAP program, meaning that she was HIV positive. Her and her mother came in. They're both positive, and she had given birth to twins as well. And but it wasn't such a happy story. She almost died as she gave birth. She's 22 right now, and she gave birth when she was 21. But the father of the twins took off and left her and abandoned her. And so she's trying to raise these kids with her mom. But the sad thing is that, she just is so affected by this birth. When you're HIV positive, giving birth is not so easy. And so these little kids are really malnutritioned, and we're not sure how it's all going to end up. And they came to the office to see us, and we had special prayer with them as well. So just keep in mind these little babies that hopefully Patricia is the girl's name who was our sponsor girl. If you can just remember to pray for her, because she really needs it.
The one thing is, when they talk about diseases or programs, or even, let's say, the World Cup, there's always this flow of news, whatever flavor seems to be catching people's eye. it comes in presentation. Here in Uganda, every day there's some new drama that shows up, whether the government is arresting people that are in opposition, or they've canceled some of the news broadcasters in the country because there's decisions being made. So there's lots of really interesting politics at play. But the interesting part of all of that drama that goes on is the impact that it's having in the different relationships. So like Colleen, when she's at Kasubi, she's meeting these people that are coming from all over the country that are bringing in concerns, whether it's sponsorship programs or news for the church. You have that interaction that's going on all the time. And when we're meeting with pastors and they're talking about the Leadership Focus program, or just today they were talking about land that had been taken years and years and years ago from the 80s. The government is reviewing it, and it's very possible that we'll be able to get, as a church, some of the land that I think Gary Kelsey actually from Alberta was part of the early contributions towards pushing for development there. So there's lots of drama that's connected with the activities that are happening here, and lots of events. But we, in this particular call, we just wanted to state that we are looking forward to people coming and seeing what's going on here. Once this Ebola thing, my guess is after the World Cup's over, they'll probably forget that they had Ebola. And so the idea, once that's over, our hope is that we will be able to meet the churches and get together with friends in Canada. And we are very pleased. We're blessed to have a beautiful home, and our people that are looking after us, we're cared for in such a real meaningful way. The staff and the program, the churches and the people that are part of that, we can keep busy day and night for that matter, and there's people that are interested in what's going on here. So it's not like you're just sitting looking at the airplanes wondering about moving, but the reality is there's lots to keep us busy here. But we did want, and we do want, to just appreciate the support that you as a church are giving for the work that's happening here. And the work is opportunities. Usually we explain to people that the greatest problems that we have is opportunities. There's just so many opportunities to engage personally, or opportunities to engage like for a school or in sponsorship or in church leadership. Those lots of areas. And in fact, just now we have a young girl from Germany that's here for an interim for a month or so. And so even people visiting to see what's happening, we're pleased with that. So you see, people can come. So going back to Canada might be a bit of a delay, but people can come. So
yeah, we have a lot we could share about, and I know it's getting long, so we just wanted to actually touch base with you and share with you a little bit of our world here, so that we can keep connected, and we hope that we can hear from some of you as well during this time, either by Zoom or by writing. But we just want to thank you so much for your partnership and for caring for Uganda and the work here. There's so much, even the leadership training, the vocational students. I mean, we could go on and on, but we do want to say thank you, and really may God bless you for your generosity and for your love for us.
So we're trying to put this into a kind of a formal setting. But on Sunday, Colleen, we'll be in the village with one, like this outing that's going for the camp and that. And if we can, what we'll try to do is send you a little greeting fresh from the church there, just to acknowledge from one church to another. And so may God bless you. And we pray that as you organize your celebrations, that you are just seeing a real development. For all of the time that you've spent, 100 years, like we said, is an incredible investment in the community. May God bless you.
Sending our love.